I'm sorry,
I'm
are we
really
just going
sorry.
to pass over the fact that Shavar said a demon lord? Can I have a coffee?
Actually, I would really like a coffee as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a coffee
yeah.
break. That's nice.
Shall I? Shall I make them, Yukari? You always make them.
Okay.
Oh, you can make them if you want. I don't want to.
I know I need a very strong coffee.
Oh, okay.
I've got something for that if you need it to be strong.
Right.
I'll make. Maybe we'll try your thing another time, moment. I'll make us all some coffee.
Do you want any help?
If you want to get the mugs and stuff, that would be great.
Sure, I can do that.
So we think maybe a demon lord is in the Underdark.
No, not necessarily a demon lord, but like
On holiday with Minotaurs.
That wouldn't be that
And they've
much
got
of a
an
surprise.
amulet.
Minotaurs are like connected to Baphomet. Like they sometimes do what he wants, but I mean, who knows what's down here? It's all awful.
We shall destroy them with fire.
Oh, good.
While
Corey
this
and I are
conversation
good at
is
fire.
taking
Nice.
place, and we're making the Corey is making the coffee, and Thomas is like handing out mugs and tins and stuff. Just going to use telepathic bond just to Corey to be like, is everything all right?
And I think Corey hasn't got the hang of the telepathic thing yet. So what you get out loud is, oh yeah, fine. Everything else has absolutely no context whatsoever. And then Thomas is, and then she realizes and eyes widen and just looks around.
Then what you'll get is Helmlet will turn around and go, good, glad to hear it. And then concentrate.
It's a big thumbs up from everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Well done.
Glad you've agreed. So, all right, cool. Let's continue talking about the battle plan.
Yes.
So
and then in head get sorry. It's been a lot.
yeah, it has.
Yeah.
When we were flying earlier, you were using your fan, and it was great. It was really useful. It did good things. I don't know a lot about magic, but do you need to sit down for a bit longer to be able to use some of your other spells?
Oh no, I have full use of them at the moment. It's just that I keep cooking people and making them throw up and fireballing them and lightning them and making it rain when it shouldn't rain and making myself have a beard and making people green and nearly turning people into sheep. And I feel like that maybe isn't very helpful.
Oh. Well, yeah, those things did happen, but you also did loads of really useful things, like helping us fight all of the things that we've been fighting all along the way, and talking to everyone and just being generally great.
I don't want to risk hurting anyone like Hal got hurt.
Well,
I feel like it's too high a price.
that was the dragon, not you.
Yeah, but I then did promptly set everybody on fire, which could have had the same effect.
Right, but we're fine. We're all still here.
Yeah, luckily.
I think that out of all of the things that you described, we're still here because you are here. You know? I think if you weren't here, there's a good chance that some of us would not have made it this far.
Well,
And you see this? He's got his sword.
mhm.
And show, obviously, everyone helped make this. And it's, it would not be the same if you had not been there and part of making this. And he shows you the grip with little symbols representing everyone on the grip. This is to remind me that we're a team. And we're all working together. And I'm trusting all of you with my life. And I'm hoping that the rest of you are trusting me with yours. I'm going to do my darndest to keep everyone safe.
Thanks, Thomas.
But
Do you think everybody's noticed that I've not been using my spells? I was trying to be subtle about it.
I don't know. Naona's very good at noticing things, but she maybe doesn't care. Not in a bad way, just in a... She's letting you do you.
Okay.
Shavara's probably has. She's very clever with those sort of things. How about I have no idea.
Okay.
Ask him.
At another point
Nolan,
where...
very clever. Shivara, very clever. How?
No idea. No idea.
At another point where she thinks she's doing this telepathically, but isn't. Corey says out loud, Shivara, have you noticed anything different about my spellcasting recently? And then realises and does...
I mean, you're not casting spells. I assumed you were tired. You just keep...
I didn't mean to say that out loud, everybody. I'm sorry. Not very good at the telepathic thing.
Nelma's going to back you up. She'll be like, I'm pretty sure I saw Corey casting spells and doing a damn hell of a fine job.
I haven't been casting my very powerful ones.
Well, I am going to... What's that over there? Is that
You're effective enough with what you've been doing. You're telling me there's more?
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Well, no, because I don't want to make... I don't know when the risk is worth it.
Well, neither does anybody.
What risk?
The risk of hurting you all.
You haven't hurt us so far. I mean, you fireballed, but we were already all hurt, so
Fine.
what does it matter?
I mean, I did lightning you, Shavareth, and I did cook Thomas, and I did make Nolan throw up, and I can't remember what I did to Hal, but I'm sure it was something.
I assumed the lightning was a mistake. Like, you weren't intentionally lightning me.
And you didn't actually cook us. We got out of that chimney stack and you weren't.
I knew I hadn't had anything to do with it.
And so 3 seasons later, it all comes out.
But wait.
Yeah.
If we didn't think you were effective, and if we thought that you were actually harming us, I don't think we would be here. We would have asked you not to be here.
Oh.
But we haven't.
And you're very useful.
Because we wouldn't.
Exactly.
Can I? Oh. I'm just scared of it a bit. I've never had to try and not do it before.
Well, you shouldn't not do it. I mean, part of the joy is the chaos. Makes me feel very enlivened. Sorry, that's not helpful.
Watch our blooper reel for a couple of weeks ago.
I can tell exactly why that's so interesting.
I mean, it's up to you how you use your magic, but it's such a you were given those gifts. Like,
I'd say
incredible.
use them. Yeah.
I said this to Shavarth the other day, but I mean it wholeheartedly for you as well. It might seem simple or mundane that you can do these things, but remember, yes, there are other spellcasters out in the world, but to the vast majority of people, what you can do is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely incredible.
Mm-hmm.
A gift.
I'm just not the only person it affects anymore when it goes wrong.
You're also
And I
the only
don't-
person it affects when it goes right. We all benefit a lot. And so far, there hasn't been any problem.
Well, there has. There has.
Well, to be fair, if you hurt anyone, I am a healer. It is pretty much exactly what I'm supposed to do, is fix things when they go wrong. And you're not the only thing that goes wrong. At all. Lots of stuff goes wrong all the time. We fix it. It gets better.
I mean, I think you were unconscious when I was having like a proper ball at the dragon, but like we all make mistakes and get frightened of things and have our own issues, but no one here's saying that I didn't do a good job because I was scared.
Yeah, but when you cast a spell, it just does what you want it to.
Not always.
You've never nearly accidentally turned yourself into a sheep because you were trying to cast magic missile at a dragon.
Did you do that?
No.
Wow.
Yes.
But
that's hilarious.
I would have given anything for magic to choose me. I chose it.
Nelman's going to walk over, just quickly inspect that the coffee's being made. Then turn, give Kari a big hug and just say, I trust you. And whatever decision you go on to make, I trust that you're making the right decision, whatever you do.
Corey cries.
She gives a bigger hug.
Gonna go and join in.
She cries.
And then just a little kiss on the top of the head, and then just holds her, and then very slyly just turns to Thomas, little tear in her eye. She goes, "You better have that coffee ready."
I was fully expecting you to lean into Karios and go, "She made me vomit again. I'll kill you."
Yeah, not appropriate.
No.
Can we agree this then? Because I don't want to hurt you guys, but if I'm doing helpful things, I also don't want to not do them. If we end up in a position where you think the risk of me hurting you is worth it, can somebody shout a safe word at me?
I think it's a not safe word.
I'm gonna say it
word.
Straight out now, but the kind of fights that we get into, I think the risk is worth. For me, the risk is always worth it.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
But it would make me feel better.
Okay.
What would
What's
you
the
like the
word
safe
be?
word to be?
Smurf?
Smurf. I don't know. Maybe pomegranate's a good one.
That's a really common word. I used to.
So 4 times today already, and it's not even noon.
Okay. What about? Well, we all have coffee every morning, right?
Yes.
If we're mid situation and somebody shouts to me that it's coffee time, then I'll know. Is that okay?
Perfect. I am so down with this.
Okay.
On it.
Just to be clear, when we say that in the morning, that's not.
You don't want to get hurt.
Oh yes, no, I understand.
Combat
Yes.
situations only.
Yes.
Big.
You can also phrase it who wakes up, turns to the person who makes breakfast and goes, "It's coffee time!"
You might say it to Thomas.
I feel like that's Kari, isn't it? Kari's the one waking up to us. And going,
It's coffee.
Corey normally goes, "Does anybody want a coffee?"
Yeah, exactly. Like a human. Well, like a no. But yes.
It's coffee time. It's coffee time is a good one.
I am writing this down even now, and I'm so down with this. That's such a good plan.
Yes, but
Let's go for coffee.
we all know that Hal's first thing will be, "Oh look, there's a bad coffee." This will be the first thing.
Exactly. I've got it stored. I know when to use it.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, if you all are okay with that, then maybe we should do that so I can be the most useful.
Well, you might not be the most useful, but you can certainly be very useful.
We are not
Now
having
it's
that
just going to
conversation.
straight
Hey, we're
up.
not. Sorry, that was a very Hal
right
response.
in the gut. Just so fast. Just
You got such a
straight punch in the
Ed.
gut.
That's the thing that just happened.
Can I begin casting magic mouth on my staff, please?
On your staff?
Yeah.
It's coffee time.
To say what? It's coffee time?
Yeah, if it gets dropped on the floor, it says it's coffee time.
Brilliant. That's very clever. Yes, of course you can.
I will just be very careful about gently placing it down every other time.
Brilliant. That's
if
brilliant.
If it clatters to the floor, if it is dropped, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, I love it.
That's perfect. I love it.
It also means that you in a moment of peak can go, nah, just throw it, and you know full well what that means. That's quite
Someone's going to get fireball.
I love it.
Cool. Okay. That is a thing that happens. You can complete your short rest. You can use hit dice. You get back all your short rest abilities.
Oh, all those hit points and abilities I gain.
You're a rogue. You just turn up.
I've been here since day one.
Before we go any further, I know we were making light of it earlier, but actually, Hal, do you know about these vampires in real life? Like, this isn't a problem, is it, right?
It's kind of cute.
And the one...
I don't know about that, but
Just to be clear, these are not two neat holes in the neck. There is a jagged bite, like a sort of a horrible, like half tear down the side of the neck that is not healing
it's like,
fully.
It's showing that Thomas is hard.
I'm not sure. Okay.
Don't go into it. Don't go into it.
Halbernet would definitely claim that they know all about this.
You
whether
have
or
a
not they
mace
actually-
that specifically is a saint that hunts vampires. Why not ask it?
Again, Ed the player would very much like to do that.
No,
Halbernet-
please start talking. Fine.
Fair enough. Well, what I know about the then if
No, please keep going.
I'm not saying that either Ed or Halbernet knows anything about this.
to jump in? I have got quite an extensive knowledge of the.
Go ahead. Stay at them.
No. I'll tell you. You tell them. They can't hear me.
Fine.
To
Sorry.
me,
Yes.
to them, I am an inanimate object, and that was very odd.
To me? To you?
Do they look like they're going to whack us?
No. No. Looks like they're having a very animated conversation with an inanimate object.
Halbernet, put your bone away.
Definitely a hard bone. So
I was going to say
was
bone
amazing.
therapy, but yeah.
I'm just getting some information from Saint Markovia's thigh bone.
Great, I'm sure it'd be really useful.
It is.
I'll just tell you while the others are making rude jokes.
Fine.
A vampire has to kill you with their bite for it to be any kind of issue in that respect. Otherwise, the wounds are just wounds. It will require a long period of time, a rest, for these wounds to be fully healed. But there is no chance of you becoming a vampire. That is a myth. You have to be killed by a vampire with a bite to become one. Even then, it's not an exact science.
Right.
Is anybody else really worried about how?
They've been staring at that bone for a long time.
Thank you very
And
much
talking to
indeed.
it. I heard them talking to it the other night, and I'm gonna lie, it's weird.
We do not have a situation here. The vampires need to kill you before anything bad happens. There's just some anticoagulants and things.
Right.
We as in
That's
we,
right, Mr. Carr.
or we as in you and the bone.
Yeah. I feel like that is a situation.
I would say we, as in I and the bone, are not a team yet as such. The bone seems to know a lot more than I do about
Is the bone your Stephen?
my Stephen.
The
What
bone
is
has
Stephen?
had Stephen. Stephen.
Is it talking to you?
It does sometimes. It's very helpful when vampires are around. I believe it's a very good anti-vampire thing.
I hate
Okay.
them. I hate them all.
It thinks that you're wonderful.
No, the your party is just there. I wasn't talking about them. The vampires. I really don't like them.
It's a really ingratiating
People
bone,
all
isn't
seem
it?
lovely. I have no issue with any of these people. They seem fine as far as I can tell.
Maybe
Apart
we
from
should leave
the
the
dwarf, who
bone-
seems to be a little bit on the dark side.
Maybe we should leave the bone here, like with its
No,
brethren.
I like my bone.
Yeah.
Okay, Hal. Okay.
Maybe we we should go look at this maze.
Coffee?
Maze?
Oh, coffee.
Corey blows everything up. Cool. Are you heading into the... Definitely not a maze, but totally.
We'll have the coffee first.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, does someone
Have you shown the drawing you
Quick cup
made?
of coffee, then we head to the maze.
Have you shown the drawing of the abyssal that you wrote off the wall?
Whilst having a cup of coffee, Nolan's going to saddle up to Shibarath and just be like, oh yeah, by the way, this is...
It currently looks like a very cool gothy t-shirt with some rather scrawly writing on it.
You drew a picture on your t-shirt?
No, the writing. The writing.
Oh, I can't read that.
Does it look anything like deep speech? Like, I don't know
No.
anything about Abyssal. No. Okay,
Deep
fine.
speech tends to be in sort of strange swirling patterns almost. Abyssal is
Spiky?
Kind of like The Arrival. Sorry.
kind of like the Rebel, exactly. Whereas Abyssal is kind of, as Emma said, a bit spiky. It's also got a quality to it where there's curves where there should be straight lines, where there should be curves. It looks wrong.
Oh, nice.
If you keep it, maybe tomorrow I can make someone read it, unless anyone speaks spiky writing.
Can
Does anyone speak Orcish?
Yes,
It looks similar to Orcish.
I'd say that was Orcish, or at least close to it.
What was it saying Orcish?
Nothing. It's not Orcish.
That doesn't mean that Al isn't going to try. Death,
Rubberfish.
all who enter here.
No, it doesn't say that. What it says is rubberfish, dinosaur.
Rubberfish, China, dog.
Okay, it's not Orcish, is it?
No,
It could be its name.
you may be right. But what?
Ruberde Fish Pteranodon.
Hang on. If there is a maze here, and we think, did you think that there were minotaurs in this maze?
I didn't say that.
It's a good guess, right? Like, minotaurs love mazes.
True, but what would they be doing writing on the wall?
Well, they are also summoned by demons, so maybe the demon wrote on the wall.
Well, in which case we shouldn't try and read that out, should we?
Why?
Well, it's too
Just
late
not
now.
reading out what demons-
We're gonna summon some rubber fish.
Let's do that then.
Like, is that how you summon a demon? You just say its name 3 times in
No.
a mirror and then it's like, oh, I'm here.
No, you have to cast like quite a high-powered spell to summon the demon,
Exactly.
and then like you have to make sure that you concentrate on it, because otherwise you can release the demon into the world and it kills you.
Is someone going to read this, or are you going to move on?
No one
Well, we
can read
can't.
it.
We
Cool.
can't read it.
Let's move on, shall we?
Wow, that was the subtlest DM hint I've ever heard.
Spending a lot of
So
time
we
focused
stay
on the
for another
t-shirt.
10 minutes.
Yeah. Are you heading into the maze?
Yeah, does someone have something we can like draw on the walls maybe to mark where we've been, or like a bit of string, like in the famous stories?
All of those very famous stories. Do we?
I have some.
Yeah, you have.
I already marked the wall. I mean, if you look up there.
You haven't got there yet. If you got coal eyeliner, that's not going to last for like drawing a line all the way through a maze.
Yeah, but then we can
Don't need
move
to draw a
like,
line. Just
face
keep,
paint.
just keep marking it. Yeah, I got
Okay.
loads of stuff.
Okay.
I don't think that's going to work.
Failing that, I can dab ink on the wall, but the ink's quite precious, so unless we really need to.
I don't feel like I need to pretend like I'm anyone else around you guys, so I'm just gonna use my supply of makeup.
Good.
Nice.
I'll stick a fake nose on a wall. That'll be funny.
That would be clear.
That would be funny. I could cast magic mouth underneath it, and then there would be a nose and a mouth that says something as you went past.
Coffee time, surely.
There is a series of bronze noses that were attached by an urban artist to various walls in central London.
Oh,
Quite nice. Yeah.
sorry. I thought I didn't
There are
realize.
no bronze noses in game. That's just a nice little aside. If you're heading into the maze, you will see, as Neomlin saw, that the naturalness of the walls is broken down into these quite... It's not like suddenly it's worked brickwork. It's just someone has hewn and hacked and forced this very, very rigid structure onto natural stone. It looks a bit odd.
Wow, they really wanted that to be a sharp right angle, didn't they?
Please note it is still pitched up.
They're looking like a.
Is there still light on your
No, no,
forehead, bar?
Do you,
Yeah.
do you,
Also, maybe we should be a little bit more quiet. I was very quiet when I came here.
do you mind if I have light, or I can't see a thing.
I would say if Nimlin wants to go ahead again to stay out of the light, I think it would be good to have light for the rest of us.
Hal, this is why I love thee.
All right.
You need to make sure you keep telling us which way you go, though, because if it's a maze, we don't want to get split up.
Yeah, just like shout directions to him, like left, right, forward.
Well, I'm just going to keep going left until I get to a dead end.
Okay.
That makes sense.
All right.
We will all just keep going left.
Fine.
See you guys in a bit.
Which?
Oh, missed.
Thomas, which side is left? I get confused.
What?
That's
This
The
one.
worst wizard in the world. Quickly, get the one on the left.
Genuinely, as someone who gets very confused about left and right, but it's fine at other things.
I'm confused constantly.
You put your hands in front of your face. The one that makes an L.
I can't
Is the left
currently
hand.
see them, but
No,
sure.
but not only that. Well, exactly. But not only that. But then you just have to remember which way L goes. It's no better.
It's true.
Does it go right or does it
not
go
help.
left?
It literally does. That reads L, that doesn't.
No, but if you're somebody who can't tell between left and right, then you're not going to be able to tell which way round an L goes straight away. You still have to think about it and go, which way round does an L go?
I got a 26 on my stealth, by the way.
Thank you. Now, you're about 50 foot ahead of the party? Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Stay out of range of the light.
You're just out of range of the light then.
I'm gonna cast light on my hand in such a way that if necessary I can put my other hand on top of it to stop it from shining.
You can sort of clasp hands together and then it's dark.
Yeah.
Fine.
Nice.
I'm absolutely okay.
That's
That's a
really
great idea.
Make a little beam.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, you didn't roll a perception check, so what is your passive perception?
21. I was just about to ask for a perception check.
Oh, please roll a perception check.
Yeah. Still a 21.
Rogues. As you move down, it is like, it's weird how these curves, they're not curves, they're all like hacked into this perfect shape. There's still some dried blood on the walls in places. Sometimes there is a chipped in alcove with another head. It's all heads. And as you continue forward, this does start to feel a bit almost crypt-like because it is so regimented and so structured and so placed. You spot ahead of you that the floor looks different from the floor that you're currently on. It's all hewn stone, so it has very strange patterning to it. It's been hewn to be this flat and this straight. But there's a patch ahead of you where you can see that something about it is...
Not another pit trap.
One of these is not like the other.
I think I see a trap, guys. So just be
Albernet
careful.
strides forward.
Stay back.
I've got this now.
Can I?
Do you wait for everyone else there?
Oh Lord, help them. Yeah.
Cool. Who's at the back? Because all the rest of the four of you are all moving. These corridors are about 15 foot wide.
I would. Thomas and Shivareth are the two non-seers, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
We
So-
usually go at the back because then we're not putting you in danger with the light necessarily.
Oh, I see.
But
What
we
you
can
mean.
keep an eye
Yeah.
on what's coming behind.
So,
Well-
Thomas, are you the rear guard?
As usual.
What
Makes
is? Are you actively perceiving?
Yes.
Roll me a
How did
perception
you
check.
ask?
Well, yeah, no, I'll allow this. Like perception checks, or you can just say no. I'd just be going passively. That's
We're in the middle of a maze that we think has minotaurs in it. I think we're going to try and be as perceptive as possible.
That's a 19.
Very nice. You have turned left at various points where there have been T-junctions or four-way crosses and that sort of thing. And by this point, all of you would struggle to find your way out again if the walls weren't marked. Like, it is already becoming this very...
You just turn around and put your right hand on the wall.
Okay. Fine.
And you don't actually have to worry about getting out because eventually you'll get to the middle if you
That
just keep
also-
going left.
If there's four-way junctions, that means you have to go around the entire maze to get out again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's very boring, but
Yeah.
you'll do it. Like if
it
you just hold your arm and just keep running.
Cool. Anyway, my point is there's plenty of space behind you that you haven't been down, so there are potential corridors behind you that you don't know what's down them.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
From behind you, you briefly hear
What do minotaurs sound like?
I guess kind of like grunty. I mean, they've got a bull head, so...
Right, yep.
I met one and
That
he
makes
sounded like... this is all telepathically. Hello, my name's Jerry.
There are
Right.
some sentient minotaurs, but
That did that.
they've wow,
That's what
Jerry.
he sounded like. That's
Thomas,
exactly...
why do you ask?
Well, I think there might be one behind us. Now, Nolan, did you say you found a trap?
Can I turn around and point the light behind us?
Sure. There's just echoing corridors behind you because there's lots of the corridor sort of seems to extend further than the light does, obviously, and there's cross bars in different places. You think in the far distance you hear another, and a figure seems to cross between.
Oh yeah, we're being stalked.
Great.
Oh,
Well-
should we stop?
They're very quiet.
Well, it would be.
Should we keep going and faster and quieter?
Minotaurs are massive. I don't understand how they're being this quiet.
Maybe they have help.
Practice?
Oh, good.
That's how I go good.
Where?
You've probably all joined up right before Nolan's.
Yeah.
Hal
What's the issue here?
shouldn't go first over the dodgy floor bit. That's all I'm saying.
Is there a clear trigger from when I looked?
No.
Surely, should we use the
Really?
staff? We can tap the floor. If
Can
it's
I
really a
can I
problem.
investigate the
Yeah.
bit of the floor that looks wrong?
Yep.
Guidance.
Can I point it out by helping?
Yes.
I mean, help by pointing it out.
That
I'm
makes
just
it
stood there
a 16 out of 13, which is 29 plus a d4.
Dear God, I didn't know it was going to get up over 30. That's really impressive.
That's the way. We like it.
Mm-hmm.
32.
32.
Nice.
It looks like the floor in front of you is painted to look like the stone, but it is not stone. It looks like it's some kind of mushroom or some kind of like wood planking.
Okay, nobody tread on that because there's a really good painter down here. Like they painted it to look like the floor, but it's maybe mushrooms. No, that is not an invitation to eat them.
No, I'm sorry. I just love the idea that there's a really good painter down here, like the Leonardo da Vinci. Is like, you don't understand my art. Like, yes, I will
I
help
must
you kill the
paint the
vampires,
floor.
but let
Yeah.
me paint the floor.
It's not helping you kill the vampire. This is the Leonardo da Vinci of the Underdark, like purposefully going around and painting traps. This is Leonardo
It
da
is.
Vinci's evil twin.
My purpose.
Do you reckon he gets like he like paints corridors so that people just walk into walls?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Totally.
Absolutely.
Or like the thing that you can make the floor look like there's a hole in it, and like dogs get really
Yeah,
confused and won't walk over it.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's amazing.
From behind you, Thomas, you were keeping watch, so I will give you this. From
Dizzy
behind
Eye,
you.
Jerry, the painter.
Excuse me. Do you like my floor? No, it's not that. From behind you, you
very
hear
funny.
another and the sound of footsteps, and they are charging, and
Yeah.
they are getting louder and
Yeah.
louder.
Okay.
Is there any? Are we literally just in a corridor? Or are there like side bits?
Nope, just a corridor.
Just
There are ahead of.
Wait. Wait, can we all hear this? Or sorry, just Thomas.
Yeah, you can all hear it.
Okay, let's all get to the other side of the fake floor.
Mm-hmm.
So he charges into it.
Okay.
How long's the floor?
15 feet.
Oh, can we all jump there?
No.
No.
Ooh.
15 feet's a lot.
Well, no, with the running star, I can only jump 12.
No, with
I
the
don't think
running.
anyone's going to be able to do this. Unless someone wants us to fly, which I
I
think.
don't know how you'd even calculate how I jump, but I imagine it's terrible.
I've
got a jump calculator. I've got a jump calculator thing because it's such a pain for D&D.
You say,
It's 10 foot. It's 10 foot plus your strength.
you say it's 15 feet.
No, because there's also feats, mate.
Oh, all right.
It's 15 feet.
I trust that you can all get over. I'm just going to Misty Step to the other side.
Screw you.
I am tiny. There ain't no way I'm getting over that. I could throw.
Can I
Somebody
throw
throw me.
Corey?
Thomas,
Can I
throw
yeet
me.
Corey?
Yeah, don't have the strength for the rest of that.
Can I
Wait,
take the
what?
dodge action?
I can occupy the same space as it.
Can I see
I'm just
the
gonna
Minotaur?
No, that won't work. Okay.
just so we know.
Do I have time
Maybe
to
I'll
do
trip over
something
me.
to the Minotaur?
You can't see the Minotaur.
I've got light up. Dim light of 60 feet.
You can't see it yet. You have no idea where it is. You can just see down the corridor where you hear this.
It'd be terrible if it was behind you.
Definitely
Like,
coming
if you
from
just
behind
misty
Thomas,
stepped
wasn't
to
it?
the other
The
side.
noise, the sound, it sounds like very much is coming from where everyone is standing.
Oh, good.
Echo, echo, echo.
Just gonna keep like a little searchlight in all directions.
Totally fine.
What does Halbernet have a plan on getting across this?
No.
Walk across and fall in. That's just
Maybe-
how it's planned.
Maybe together you could throw curry.
That was my thinking.
Very well. Let's try it. We don't have much time, apparently.
No.
Let's do it.
Are you ready?
I'm gonna.
Does
I'm
Corey
ready.
want to be thrown?
I think some guidance here would be a good thing, and that's definitely going to Thomas.
All right.
I'm gonna stand away from them both and just be like, "Hey, over here!"
It's a 15-foot wide corridor.
It's
Yeah,
just going to
but
be
if
there.
it aims for me and I'm taking the dodge action, it could miss and go into the trap. If it aims for me,
You can't even see it yet.
I'm just shouting. I'm like, "Hey, you big horned cow-looking face person!"
I just played a
You've
Minotaur for
definitely
6
done
weeks.
better
It's really
insults.
rude. I mean,
It's really rude.
okay, right. So, toss Corey.
What am
Yeah,
I-
anyway.
Throw Corey.
Sorry, Corey.
Corey.
Apologies.
what am I doing here?
Terrible.
It's a strength,
Terrible.
athletics.
Yes, athletics check, please.
Are we both doing that? And then
Yes, either someone gives the other person advantage, or you both.
no, I'm giving Thomas advantage.
All right.
Definitely.
Cool.
And you're getting guidance.
Oh great!
Cool.
Oh great! Okay.
Be better.
I
I'm such an
will.
idiot.
Well,
Nothing. I just forgot to do my waffle at the beginning of our thing.
You waffled all the way through our short rest.
I will
True,
allow
true.
that Inspiring Leader has kicked in because Hal's
you.
always waffling. It's my
Yes.
secret. I'm always waffling.
No one ever knows.
That is a 28 to yeet Corey over
Wow. Corey goes flying over the
Amazing.
because it's a
this.
20,
Shiver!
because it's less of a get Corey as far as you possibly can, and it's more of a like what you managed to do is basically try and put this in context. You managed to to American football throw Corey, so it's less of like a sort of swing over. It's more of like a curl, and Corey, you just and you realize you're going to land on your feet. You just
Oh yes.
I instinctively step back because used to things being thrown at me and don't like it.
Yeah.
But Corey, you land
Corey
on your
has
feet.
been yoked.
Has been yoked.
It's not even like American football. It's like American football if the football was the same size as the person throwing it.
Yeah. It's a
It's
proper
impressive.
curl. It's beautiful. Yeah.
wonderful.
Right.
Everyone gets 12 extra hit points, just so people
Oh,
remember.
12.
12.
No one is
Yes.
still shouting and waving. What are the three of you doing who are still on the
Does it
fast?
still sound like it's charging?
Yeah.
Surely it would
Is
have
that
been
your
here by
smell?
now.
Because it's awful.
Javari, it is fair to say this thing has been charging quite a long time and hasn't arrived.
I don't think it's coming, folks.
Well, we've now divided the party, which seems a shame. Should we... is there something else that we can put across this so that we could...
You could do your wall. Can you
Yes.
do a floor wall?
That's a good
Now
plan.
then, you have
It's
the
really
best
expensive.
passive perception because currently there's a lot of stuff going on. You hear the and it seems to move past you. It seems to move like it doesn't sound like it's actually here at all. It's moved past you.
Interesting.
Can minotaurs be ghosts?
Oh, yes.
Minotaurs be-
Can
Is that what we're
Minotaur
assuming is happening now?
he goes.
I
Ghost.
These are the
feel like
philosophical
somebody
questions D&D
might
answer.
just be messing with us. I mean, if I was going to build a labyrinth, I'd try to convince everyone that there was minotaurs in it.
Javari,
And
do
there
you still
wasn't.
have the light on your hand?
So we just put a Minotaur in there.
Are you still checking where the other three are, or are you turning around?
Both. Whoomp, whoomp. I'm like a lighthouse. Whoomp, whoomp.
Spin.
Then as you turn the light around, a minotaur turns a corner, sees you and Corey.
Disintegrate.
I was about to say that's what we're going to pick up after the break, but if you're doing it, do it.
I think it's just instinctive, like they're over there. It's scary.
It's coffee time. I think that's the sign-off.
No one said coffee.
No
one said it, but it is.
That's a very interesting...
I mean, I'm only going to get a few chances to use it this campaign, so...
You may as well.
Yeah, go for it. Why not? Sure.
It's a dex save. Please roll bad.
Please, roll bad.
If you wouldn't mind.
Minotaurs have a 0 modifier. Their dexterity saving throw.
I did think they'd be strong.
That was a 12.
It fails.
It rounds the corner.
A massive green beam flies over all of your heads.
Roll it. Roll the damage on disintegrate.
I thought it was on your side.
Why
Yeah,
did you
it's just
say?
Corey.
Why did you
Just
say?
Corey
No,
next
it's behind the three of you.
No, it isn't. No, it
It's
is behind you and
It's
Corey.
behind the two of us.
Then I want to disintegrate it even more.
Like, okay, the conceit was there's another corridor that ran exactly alongside this
It was
one.
in the wall next to us. Yeah.
It's 79 points of damage.
It rounds the corner, terrifying Minotaur, rearing above, and then suddenly, the dust's gone.
Wow. That.
Do you also have a coffee time?
Apparently, it's minotaurs jumping out of walls.
And that's what it is.
Amazing.
Wow.